What is going on? Who are you guys? Did Patrick Spring hire you? If not, then what are you? Are you detectives?
Ooh. Why do you call the cops if you're hiding?
Because I'm an idiot.
Which is an indicator of truth.
I don't think so. Why did you do it?
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him.
Her jaw is clenched.
Yep.
Her throat moves. It takes all her strength not to cave in and sob. Once. Just one time.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Ravishol.
She definitely called the cops.
Yep.
That was task complete. Could not have been a lie. That is impossible.
Well, I knew she called. I just... When was the window changed?
Last week. Angus and Titus's brother,
That matches
I
up.
think he's called Tibbs,
Yep.
took care of it. I told you I'm a horrible girl. I told you things break around me.
You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct the scene. It's right there.
In her bedroom inside?
Yes, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye.
In a second. What happened after you ran downstairs?
Sylvie was tending the bar.
Mmm.
People were there. The Hardys were there.
Is Sylvie the 8th Hardy then?
I think the Union box was full. Ruby
No.
was there too.
Ruby!
Having
There it
some
is.
time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby?
Before we continue, who's Ruby?
Ruby, you know, the leader.
Oh, revelation.
Leader? Of what?
The Hardy Boys.
That it was Hardy was the leader of the Hardy Boys.
Nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
Would you say she is the 8th Hardy Boy?
Why not?
Okay, let's go on. What's
Well,
then?
Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room.
Found the 8th Hardy.
I've known these people since December. They know my situation, but I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told.
Right.
She said she'd take care of this. That's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To mislead you, they were tampering with the body.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yep.
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
Oops.
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does.
Yeah. Then what did you do?
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too.
Oh, you put his stuff back on. Okay.
But I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would.
What were you doing while they hung him?
Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did.
Do you know where Ruby is?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
Thank
We
you.
will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
What did you have to do with to have these people after you?
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Ravishol. Or even in Oranje.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage.
Hmm.
I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again. With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers. 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Lou's doing County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lou Scott conglomerate.
Right.
That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them.
But she really destroyed them. She still feels it.
As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But They're after me too, along with Luskop and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
Right.
Lowe's cap. These people engineer financial disasters. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration, Airbird, and the popular Apollo line bearing clothes.
Papa Lolo.
Yeah. Papa fucking Lolo wants to kill me.
It's a lot of shit you gotten yourself into.
It is. Many people lost their jobs. Not just C-suite. Ordinary people. What I did to get to accounting, a lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder.
That can wait. Look into her eyes. There's more.
What did you do?
One of them killed themselves. It was me.
Oh.
She says it quickly, like she said it 100 times to herself to get used to the idea out of guilt.
That's not easy to deal with.
How do you deal with anything? It's all just... How do you do it?
I don't either.
There you have it. The way of the warrior.
I think we're done here for now.
She nods silently. She doesn't even smoke. He's thinking, are we done here? Or maybe you should take her to the station for safekeeping. She lied to you, and she's a flight risk. That isn't necessary.
Nope.
Just leave her alone. She's been through enough. She doesn't need this police brutality. Multi-face, I'm beginning to doubt your judgment. Are you sure you're not sleeping on the post? Force, if you want to continue.
I like these, the personalities argue with each other. In God's name, wake up.
Who? What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone.
Yeah.
She's not.
Thank you, trauma.
At all. She's smoke and mirrors in the will-o'-wisps. She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately before she further entangles you in her web of lies.
What if I told you your real name isn't Amando?
I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name, not when people are after you.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Okay, it's not.
Knew it.
You log your work every week. It's all transmitted to Common, sir. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. So I lied. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie all the time. I'm so tired of it.
You're probably not even Miss Aranye 37, are you?
I am.
Oh?
They can never take my sash and my scepter from me.
Yes, they can. For lying.
They can for lying. Tell me your real name.
It's Katarzyna Lazie.
Hmm.
It's a Grad name. Jimsk or Yuga Grad in origin. Not Occidental at all. Smells of motor oil, tiger, economic desolation, and rock music infused alcoholism.
It's not an Aranye name.
My parents were Zemsk immigrants.
Ah.
But I'm nationalized Oranese. All I remember is Oranje. Alasie is my father's name.
I like to call you Miss Aranye Disco Dancer.
You can call me whatever you want.
Was the passport bullshit too?
No. It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast, in the reeds.
In the reeds, huh?
Doesn't say Clausia Amandu. It says Anouk Mea Smith.
Well, that's...
Falsified documents?
Passport and visa. Given to me by my employer. I can't even use them. My employer probably leaked the name, Mea Smith, to hurt me.
Why would they do that?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous.
Yep.
They don't take that lightly. I didn't show up because I was afraid they'd do something to me. The job was finished. I'm just a liability now.
She fears an arrest right here and now. This has been an awful turn of events for her.
Where's the buoy?
West of the boardwalk. In the reeds. On the coast there.
Okay.
I put it there when I first arrived. Haven't been there since. I'm not sure I could even find it now. It's useless.
Well, I'm accepting that task to hunt that.
Note of it.
Yep.
You're welcome to it. It's in the reeds northwest of here. Past the broken sewage pipe.
Past broken sewage pipe.
Right near the water line.
Enough.
She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next.
You know, I think you didn't make the call.
I did. What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is. The numbers are all over town. Call 8-100-2 for emergencies. There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking. She took my complaint. She coughed.
That is the emergency's desk number. Anyone could know that, sire, by looking around and calling the desk. I don't believe a single word she says.
Thank you,
When
Trauma.
did you make the call?
Thursday night. It was late. Sometime after 12.
It checks out.
Okay.
She stands before you, holding her back very straight.
Cam, why haven't we arrested her?
There may be grounds here, at least for an extended detention.
A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around.
What if I told you you're under arrest, Miss Oranje Disco Dancer?
But I haven't done anything. Anything illegal.
She purposefully misrepresented information crucial to the case. Fucking mind games. Enough.
Easy, Half-Light.
That's right, gang. Stern and merciless now. Stern and merciless as we reel her in.
You're not playing mind games with me anymore, wag finger next to head. Mr. presented information in the case. We held Cardi's confession. We know nothing.
The lieutenant produces a pair of handcuffs.
Whoa.
Please.
It's a fun pose.
But there's nowhere to go. A two-story drop to the Plaza Mosaic. If she could, she would have run before.
I think I know who did it. Who shot Lely. I can tell you. I can help you.
She knows something.
What do you know?
She's silent for a second, as if looking into herself for certainty. Then, in a hushed voice, she says, gearing up for this betrayal was hard for her.
Ruby.
And how could she have killed him?
You said there was a secret route there, right?
Yeah.
She could have come up through there, then taken this shot. Right here, where I stand. It was too dark outside. I wouldn't have seen her.
Then slipped back downstairs without anyone noticing. That is possible.
That was the theory I was running off
In
of.
theory, did she know that door exists? Had you been out there with her?
Yes. She's been up here many times. She used to come to drink on the roof when...
Oh. You're thinking about the peephole, right?
She would have seen us. My bed is right next to...
You mean to suggest she made it?
No. No. Why would she do that to herself? No. I just remembered you told me about it, and...
She's not really sure. It was right above the bed. She could have seen all sorts of things from there.
Why do you think it was her?
She has this thing for me. Since I
Oh.
met her and the boys downstairs. She's been pretty frank about what she wants.
What she's saying is... sex.
Sex?
And more.
Hmm.
I made the mistake of confiding in her. I told her I was on the run. She started protecting me. It became an unhealthy relationship. When I started spending time with Lely, she told me to end it. Said there would be shit if I didn't. It was not a good meeting. We stopped talking after that, but...
I don't understand. What exactly in your relationship made you think she is romantically interested in you?
Yeah.
She said she's in love with me. She even asked me to run away with her when I told her I'm a fugitive. She started developing notions about our relationship.
Hmm.
And you led her on?
A little. I was flattered, you know? But then I had to let her off, and it was not easy. I came to regret being friendly with her. We maybe kissed, nothing more.
Sounds like she was fixated on you.
This is just an assumption.
I know what it sounds like. That's why I didn't want to tell you before. But she knew what had happened when I came downstairs. Somehow, she knew Lely was dead. She wasn't surprised at all.
Hmm.
When we came up here, she was calm as a stone, too. She cleaned it all up like she had a plan.
That is a little strange. People don't usually keep things together under stress like that.
Was she threatening you?
She came over one night, drunk, said she'd turn my life into a living hell. I've been threatened before. I can tell when someone knows how to do it. And she's a pro. She must be. To keep the Hardys in line.
Yep.
I tried severing ties with her after that. I thought it had worked, but...
Some of that fear is still with her. She exhales sharply. What are you talking about? She's afraid you'll arrest her.
Okay. That's it for Ruby.
Okay. And what? Arrest the liar now. Why? She told us some pretty interesting things there. She's stuck here. She's only trying to help you.
Who?
Her. Stop letting her distract you.
That's all good, but I think we should still take you in. Okay, I'll keep you here, miss, for now.
Thank you. Thank you. You won't regret it.
Something tells you you will.
Yeah. But I don't want
She
to.
nods. Then no.
Okay.
I am pro-investigation, anti-arrest.
She slowly lights.